Alright, my babies. So, we're outside today, so I'm sorry if it's a little sunny. It's quite nice out today. We're gonna be painting a snowman. So, we're gonna need black, white, orange, or whatever color you want for a background. It can be blue, green, purple, red, whatever you want. Just don't use black or white for your background. I'm gonna be using red for mine, so I'm gonna get that set, and we'll see you in a second. Alrighty, so I got a brighter red and a darker red, and I'm just gonna have them both blended in here. So I'm just gonna grab one and start covering in red, and I'll grab the other one and kind of blend it in into places. So go ahead and do your background in whatever color or colors you choose, and we'll meet you when you're all done. So I went ahead and painted my edges too in the red. I just like to remind you while we're waiting for our background to dry here real quick, I just like to remind you or point out a couple of things. So first, for this project, I don't think I mentioned this when we first got started, but it doesn't necessarily matter for this specific project or painting what kind of canvas you use. You can use a rectangle one, you can use a square one, you can use whatever size you want. Whatever you want. And also whatever kind of brushes you feel more comfortable working with. I'm just using my simple ones right now. But also, you might want to keep in mind what kind of paint you're using. I like to use acrylic paint from Apple Barrel. It's called Apple Barrel, I'm sorry. And there's a few reasons why I like to use this paint. The one thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't come off. If I get it on my clothes or anything, it's not going to come off. So that's why I like to paint with it outdoors. But the few things I do like about it is it's good paint. It holds its color pretty well. I do not need to use more than 1 or 2 coats on things. And it lasts for a very long time. You can really use a little bit of it and it goes for a long way. Now this size bottle is an 8 ounce bottle, and it was like $2 at Walmart. But they also have the 16 ones that were like about $3.50, as well as this 2 ounce ones that were 50 cents a piece. So now with my main colors, like the white and black, I like to use the 16 fluid ounces. Just because I know they're my main colors, I'm going to use them a lot. And then for like red, like the bright red, yellow, green, blue, orange, my main colors after that, I would like to use the 8 fluid ounces for that because I know it's going to last me a while. And then different shades of things, and this company has a whole bunch of different shades of things. I like to buy them in the 2 ounce ones because it lasts me for a while. This specific one was with me for about a year, the flamenco red, and it's still good, it still works. I still have about half a bottle of it left because I know I'm not going to use as much of this specific shade as I do the normal ones, my base ones. But I have quite a few of this, and because they're 50 cents a bottle for this 2 fluid ounce ones, it's really inexpensive to get a few different shades instead of trying to mix whatever you want and remix. So, let the background get dry and we'll meet you in a minute. Alright, lovely. So when your background is all dry, just grab a simple brush, preferably a round brush, not a flat brush, but just grab a brush and put it into the white and start painting your snowman. So the reason why I was telling you about what kind of paint you're using is because not all the paints will do this. Some paints are not going to be able to go on top of each other like that. Some of them, if you painted the red, you're not going to be able to see the white on top of it. That's why I'm just saying keep in mind what kind of paint you're using and how it's used. If you don't know what kind of paint you have, you might want to experiment with it a little bit and just do a few experimental trials to see what works for you and what works with that paint and what brushes work for you. But we're gonna paint. I think I'm gonna switch to a bigger brush actually for this specific one. But Oh yeah, this one definitely works better. And I got these brushes for 4 of them for like $2 at Walmart, and the one that I had a minute ago came from the dollar store in a pack of like 12 of them. But we're painting our snowman right now. So here's the first bowl, and I'm going to do 3 rounds, but you can do whatever you want. You can do as many as you want. This one I'm going to make a little smaller. But I know when I was a kid, they were always 3. Snowmen always came in 3 circles, or we built them in 3 circles. You can use as many circles as you want. And then a little bit smaller on the head. Just gonna expand it a little bit. So we'll take off the room and there won't be so much background and not so much snowman. The bottom looks a little flat, but it's okay. So, once you got your snowman base going, let it dry and get yourself a little bit of black ready and a tiny bit of orange ready for the carrot nose. And we'll be right back. Alright, darling, so when your snowman's all dried up, take a small brush, a small headed brush. I don't know if you can see it just very well right now or not. But we're gonna dip it in a little bit of black so we can get the eyes and the buttons and everything going. And give your snow person a little bit of eyes. As well as a mouth. When I did this, we always used rocks as eyes and mouths. So I'm gonna try to make it look like pebbles or rocks. Two more. Okay. So gonna give him a scarf. Oh, my second round is not completely dry, so I'm gonna wait for it to dry real quick and I will do the scarf. Alright, lovelies. Oh, I'm gonna give him a scarf, but I'm also gonna give him a hat. I'm gonna get started on the hat here real quick. And you don't have to use black for your scarf and hat. I just don't want to use too many colors on this. So that's why I'm using that. But there is my hat and my scarf and my face. I'm gonna give him some arms and a carrot nose, but first I'm gonna give him some arms. I'm just gonna give myself a little more black here. not even, but that's okay. Snowman doesn't have to be even. I guess if you wanted to, you could give him some buttons, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna give it a little nose. And if you wanted to, your background could have been orange too. That's okay. I just didn't really want that. Alright. So there is my snowman. Simple, easy. Anyone can do this painting. Just a few, 3 or 4 colors for it. Any canvas, just a couple of paintbrushes. I hope you all enjoy it. As always, if you give it a try and you do it yourself, take a picture of it, put it in the comments, and let me see what you did. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.